SuperTalk Mississippi Media production.
I'm Steve Azar, and I'm on the other side of the microphone, meaning I'm asking the questions this time, and oh, have mercy for the airwaves. I spent 20 years in Music City, wrote and made some hits, traveled the world, and then moved my family back to the birthplace of American music and where the magnolia trees prosper. And now every time I put my feet on Mississippi soil, when I'm off the road, well, I'm at peace. On this show, it's all about hearing the stories straight from the mouths of the friends I've made along the way, their journey to success. Heck, there might be someone on, I don't even know, but you know how us Mississippi types are. We tend to take well to new company. In a Mississippi Minute, all 60 of them. I'm Steve Azar. It's just like that muddy river, moving slow. Ain't no worries, it's how life goes, baby. In a Mississippi Minute. That's right. Hey folks, time for another In a Mississippi Minute. I am Steve Azar, reminding you, as I always love to do, go to visitmississippi.org. We are the birthplace of America's music, and that is what it's all about. Influence the entire world, including two of my guests today who have taken art to another level. And it's the stuff that you wear, that I wear, actually physically wearing right now as we speak. And that is jewelry. Today, my guests on In a Mississippi Minute are the co-founders of Jewels from Ipanema. And it's a jewelry brand with a mission to share beautiful Brazilian gemstones by crafting pieces of wearable art. My first guest was raised in Sao Paulo, Brazil. From a young age, she developed a passion for jewelry. From seeing her mother wear extravagant pieces, inspired by this, she went on to receive her education in design and has been creating her own jewelry for over 20 years. Jewelry from Ipanema is founded through the inspiration of her home country's beauty and rarity of its natural stones. Also with the influence of her travels around the world. These experiences are carefully woven into the elegant creation of her jewelry with the intent to share them. And trust me, my wife has those on right now as we speak. We'll get to that in a minute. My second guest, known him for quite a while now. And anytime you've got a middle name called the Jeweler, you know something's happening. Been in the jewelry industry since an early career many moons ago. Growing up in Old Town Scottsdale, Arizona, he spent time around the artists in the galleries and enjoyed the beauty of jewelry pieces in many boutiques in the Fifth Avenue shops. Being so close to the pulse of the industry at such an early age gave him the opportunity to develop local and international contacts that grew into trusted sources and lifelong relationships with his suppliers. He is a knack for designing the perfect complement for his clients' unique styles and desires while finding the ideal gemstones to fit their jewelry needs. I'm telling you right now, we can go through a list, probably dear friend Alex Cooper. The list goes on. I'm going to let him talk about a lot of the folks that he has, the jewelry, that they're wearing their jewelry right now. The company is dedicated to celebrating the vibrant culture, these two together. Natural beauty of Brazil is with the commitment to quality craftsmanship, high caliber sourcing, and customer satisfaction. I'm telling you, they deliver number one in that. Please welcome my guests, Denise Monte, Jimmy the Jeweler Chase, creators of Jewels from Ipanema. That was hard for me to do. What do we got?
It's hard for me too.
So how are you guys doing, Denise?
Oh, we're doing great. I'm doing well. Beautiful day here in Arizona.
Hello, Steve.
Hello there, Jimmy. Well, I'm excited to have you guys on, and I know that, Jimmy, you've been so gracious. We've got two jewelers now. Joe Tonis Jewelers, my buddy Robbie Tonis, has been just donating forever. Now you've joined the force donating, and it's helped our foundation and helped so many wonderful beneficiaries. So I promise you this, anytime that you are generous like that, it goes a long way. So you guys are part of the Delta now, part of the Mississippi fabric. Your jewels are being worn by folks that are paying money to help us contribute the love to the arts for kids. So it's a beautiful thing.
So happy to be a part of it, man. Thanks for inviting us.
You got it. All right. So, Jimmy, who's wearing your jewelry right now? And Denise, you can elaborate.
Yeah. Who's wearing our jewelry, sweetheart? And I get to call her sweetheart. She's my business partner, but I don't.
Yeah, you're gonna get. We can talk about the ethics code to that a little later. But okay.
Well, for sure, all the clients who liked our art, our unique design, and our stories. All of the art pieces comes with a story, behind it, and also they like quality design and quality materials and stones, and they buy and they send friends in.
Yeah, and we've got we do have an opportunity to meet with a lot of celebrities because of events like Steve Azar's events. It's a beautiful thing that we go and we enjoy, and we're able to give back. We do some donations, and over time we've had a lot of celebrity clients as well.
So Alice Cooper, your dear friend, big golf partner of yours,
Ed Roland.
Ed Roland. Yeah. Oh, Ed Roland. I love Ed. Ed lives in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. Collective Soul. Yeah. Johnny Depp's wearing some of our things.
Johnny Depp. Was he wearing it when he was in court? Did you notice?
You know what? He wasn't. He was actually wearing a tie, and I'd never seen him wear one.
He was wearing a tie.
You never know what he's. You never know what he's going to do.
That's just so wild to think about that. I'm a big Johnny Depp fan. I think he's one of the greatest actors of our time, and obviously by the roles he's played. But he's insane talented. A good guy. I've never met him.
Amazingly talented. And what a very sweet man. He is. There is no way that man could hurt another human being, let alone a flea. He is kind and sweet. But I didn't miss a minute of that whole trial. I just had that running all the time in the background.
Hey, listen, we did down in Mississippi too. I mean, everybody was glued to that. It was great TV. And I know that they wanted to get all that past them. Okay, so Denise, it sounds like to me design period, it sort of sunk into your being at a young age. Take me back to sort of growing up, and then when you got educated and when you started the business. But has this always sort of been where you felt like your career was heading?
Well, my life goes like in parts, and I always like design. I always like art, like fashion, and I grew up seeing my mom wearing beautiful jewelry. She has beautiful hands and nail polish as well, and she's really inspired. And always she gave a little piece of jewelry for us. She had 4 girls and 1 boy, and we grew up like caring about 18 karat gold since a young age. And then later on, I moved to US, and then I started traveling to Brazil and bring my own gems from Brazil. And then I designed here and sent for my jeweler at that time because I didn't know how to cast all this.
Right.
And I did that for over years until Jim and I started our business together. Yes, I had my interior design education. I'm interior designer as well. I have my business, Denise Monte Interior Design, on the side, because I like anything about beauty and adding value and pleasure for my clients' lifestyle, And you
gotta be jumping up and down once you sort of finish a product and you see the glow in their eyes when they love something, right? And you can just tell that you succeeded in your mission of making them really happy.
Yeah, that's when I see the eyes and the excitement, and then that's where I feel like they are happy, and I feel wow.
Well, and I've heard Denise compare this to composing music, because we have a lot of music around us, and it's like Steve Azar when you're on stage and the band's working and the audience is feeling it, and you look at your bandmates together and the audience and go, this is one. We're all one right now. But it's because you inspired it, and I think there's a huge connection with that.
Yeah, yes, I feel inclined. Like sometimes I even dream about a design. I wake up in the morning with something in my mind I call compose, and I put together pieces. Every time I see something, I put it together, a piece of jewelry. Yeah. Not every time, but most of the time, I when I look pieces of anything, textures, shapes, I'm already connecting if it's a bracelet or a ring.
Yeah,
And
you're an
it's
artist.
easy to me. My brain works that way.
You sound like a songwriter to me. That what's going on in your mind right now is you're trying to the pen hits the paper, until you start showing those beautiful designs and it comes to life. A lot of people are going like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I can't paint it all, but thank goodness I can write a song. Let's take a quick break. The creators of Jewels from Ipanema, Denise, Monty, and Jimmy the Jeweler Chase, dear friends of mine. Visit Mississippi.org. The Rose Bowl Parade. Wait till you see Visit Mississippi's parade, celebrating the birthplace of America's music.
To wrestling around with my little boy, singing a lullaby with my baby girl. Well, I'm all packed up, and I pray you still need me. Oh, I know it's late. Please pick up the phone, 'cause your soldier's finally coming home. You soldiers finally coming home.
There's a ton of content from SuperTalk Mississippi on our new YouTube channel. Just search SuperTalk Mississippi on YouTube or go to supertalk.fm/YouTube. Be sure and subscribe for free to get the latest scoop on what's happening in Mississippi news, politics, sports, and the good things happening here in the state.
This is a special alert to
water, and we're in.
Rocking in a Mississippi Minute with two rock stars, if I could say that. I know that commercial on Workday always talks about, rock star. Well, these guys are rock stars. And I'm telling you, Jimmy the Jeweler Chase and Denise Monty, creators of Jewels from Ipanema. Visit Mississippi.org, knows all sorts of art form. The culture down here is ridiculous. It's a natural resource for us. And when talking about Denise's birthplace in Brazil and all these natural resources and stones and all that, we get that here in Mississippi. Our people, an amazing natural resource, in fact. Okay, so, all right, Jimmy, how the heck do you end up a jeweler? And then were you into anything else growing up that you thought that might have been your first direction?
Well, yeah, and as you mentioned a little earlier, just being around the art and the jewelry stores, I was fascinated. Growing up in a child of the late 60s and the 70s, it was big, it was bold, it was sparkly, and the more the better. And I saw Elvis Presley on TV. I wish I'd met him in person, but I saw him on TV somewhere around 1970. I was just a kid, and it was the cool Elvis with the lamb chop sideburns. And he was getting out of a black Lincoln Mark IV, and he was the coolest thing I'd ever seen, ever. And he had his posse with him, and I saw all that beautiful sparkly jewelry he was wearing. I go, I want some of that.
Wow.
But I didn't have I didn't have that talent, because who does? But I thought, I want to wear jewelry, and I want to have a part of that, and that just took it to the next level for me. No, I never wanted to do that. If I would have had that garage band group of friends, maybe I would have went more towards music. But no, never.
Well, you got a musician soul, that's for sure, and all these musicians want to hang out with you like me. But it's interesting. I've never heard anybody tell us. I've heard it on my show so many times. A lot of my big hit songwriting artist friends who have made their mark in the world of music all point back to the moment they saw Elvis, or the moment their parents saw Elvis, or whatever it is. And it's really interesting that you went a jewelry route. You noticed the jewelry on Elvis. I've never heard that. And, obviously he's one of ours from Tupelo, Mississippi. And part of the reason we're called the birthplace of America's music is, not only Robert Johnson and Muddy Waters, but B.B. King, the king of the blues. You got Elvis, king of rock and roll, and Jimmy Rogers, the father of country music. It all started in Mississippi. It's just crazy what went on here back in those days. But I've never heard anybody tell me they've been inspired to do something else besides music with Elvis. And you've taken it to a new level. I love it.
And
I love it.
It was defining. It really was. It was that moment.
My mom, when she says, "Oh, I saw Elvis," and I go, well, "What are you talking about? You saw Elvis?" "Yeah, but it was Elvis before Elvis was Elvis." It's like he was sort of finding his way. It was at high school, a deal, and I was going like, "Come on, mom, that's not fair." So anyway, but in Mississippi, it's almost like with Jesus. Wasn't famous in his own territory, on his land, his own city. We always talk about music down here, man. If you don't have tough skin, everybody's seen everything down here. And by the time I was raised and going, you didn't expect everybody just to freak out. I mean, like, as long as they didn't throw something at you, you knew you had a shot at it, because everybody was so sort of spoiled with music. It was all around us at all times. Okay. So Jimmy, talking about, you're coined as Jimmy the Jeweler to the stars. And you talk about, you've met everybody strictly through these charity events. You met Allison a different way, right?
Yeah, that's right. And it's nothing that I ever set out to do. I mean, if you said I want to become the jeweler to the stars, I think it may be even a little bit conceited. But it's a path that is hard to follow, but it happens so naturally. I met Alice Cooper years ago. I used to do a show at the Barrett Jackson Car Show here in Scottsdale. It's the largest car auction on the planet. It goes for 8 days. I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars of cars go through there in that time. But Alice was out at the show, and I had a booth where I was selling watches, collectible watches, Rolex watches, diamond watches. And Alice was big into collecting watches at that point. It was pre-internet, pre-eBay, and he would love to find treasures. And it was a different time, because now you know how rare they are. You can find them immediately, but he'd go and hit the pawn shops and so on. But anyway, he came by my booth, goes, "Watches. Oh, this is great." And he fell in love with the piece. I gave him a terrific deal on it, and he just said, "Man, I really appreciate that. You do that for me?" I go, "Oh, of course." But anyway, Alice and I had a conversation. He came by the store that I was running at that point, and we found out that we have a lot of the same traits. We have a weird, crazy sense of humor. We get each other. We quote old movie lines, song lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we still do it. But, golf, he said, "Let's go golfing." And it's been a constant. If he's not on tour, we're out on the golf course.
I love it. Such a good guy. The Gwen, I've even got Gwen quoting movie lines now after I'd say we've been married 36 years. The last 5 or 6 years, she's really getting good at it. So she's like all my buddies growing up. I mean, so many movie lines. It's like all day, you can't help it. Especially around Christmas, it's Deck the Halls, Love Actually, Family Stone. We know everything. All right. So, Denise,
you're going deep with the Hallmark movies.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not all the way there. Denise, let's talk about sort of first of all, Brazil, do you go back home? Because it's all about our home here in Mississippi, getting back to the roots of it all. How far and how much time do you spend looking for these precious gems? And are you big on Brazilian gemstones? Oh, Denise is choking right now. She's drinking water. We don't drink water here in Mississippi because, there's something in the water.
It's all in the air. It's dry out here in Phoenix.
Yeah, no, I know it's dry in Phoenix. Go ahead, Denise. So how important is Brazil to you with gemstones themselves, still to this day?
Well, the Brazilian gemstones are very beautiful, colorful, and it's everywhere, That's the way when you go to Brazil. You see jewelries, you see decors, and I had been, for example, in this amethyst mine south of Brazil, and it's rich. Brazil is very rich in colorful stone, and to me, it was kind of very natural. It was part of my growing up, and then when I go back there. At this time, you go back as a professional now, as creating jewelry and have clients purchasing our art. I call art because we do it love, and then we put a lot of time and passion. And so when I go back there, it's always with open eyes to see what can I bring new. And
she understands, and I'm sorry, I just get so excited about that. She goes into the mines. She knows where the best regions are for certain stones.
She's going literally into the mines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not mines, everybody, M-I-N-D. I'm talking M-I-N-E. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. She goes deep into mine.
Yeah. Yes, she does.
yeah,
That's even better. But she knows where the sources are for the finest best colors and the best gemstones. And she speaks the language because, you know, I, as an English only speaker, I can't go into a mine and negotiate in Portuguese. I mean,
no. Wow. So wait, let's take a quick break and let's talk about negotiating when you're in these mines. Is it going then? Just hold that thought. Visit Mississippi.org. Come the Rose Bowl, Jimmy and Denise, we're going to have this huge float coming down celebrating the birthplace of America's music. B.B. King is 100 years old this year. It's an amazing thing that lures people into our state. I can't wait to have you and host y'all here and show you why we love our home here so much. Visit Mississippi.org. My guests today, creators of Jewels from Ipanema. Please check them out online. Denise Monty and Jimmy the Jeweler Chase. I'm Steve Azar. Stand by. We'll be right back.
$20,000 available for first-time home buyers. Hey folks, Steve Azar here. Helping is the heart of our friends at Guarantee Bank. They offer programs like the Home Buyer Equity Leverage Partnership Grant that can assist qualified first-time home buyers with up to $20,000 towards down payment and provide home ownership counseling to empower you on your journey. These funds are first come, first served. Learn more about this program and to apply now, go to gbtonline.com. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Listen and watch all your favorite SuperTalk Mississippi shows live and on demand. Listen to tons of music. Plus, get the latest breaking news from across the state with the SuperTalk Mississippi app. The SuperTalk Mississippi app. Download the SuperTalk app on your iPhone or Android device now for free. Just search SuperTalk Mississippi in your app store on your mobile device to get everything Mississippi all in one place. The SuperTalk Mississippi app. Get it now.
From the Seabrook.com.
In a Mississippi Minute with Steve Azar, right here on SuperTalk Mississippi.
I got to remember the question I asked Jimmy and Denise, my guests today, Jimmy the Jeweler Chase, Denise Monty, creators of Jewels from Ipanema. You got to check them out online. I've already shopped online with them, and it was easy as it could be. And if Robbie Tonis is listening to me, y'all don't understand it. We go deep together, Robbie. I'm shopping plenty with you. Don't you even think about it. I need both of you. Anyway, so visit Mississippi.org. Celebrates the arts of all kind. I don't know if we celebrate jewels like this in Mississippi, but maybe that's going to open our eyes. We have the Freedom Trail guys. We have the Writers Trail. We have the Country Trail markers and the Blues Trail markers. Blues Trail markers takes you all the way to Liverpool, where we left one for the Beatles invasion. It's insane. But we don't have a jewelry trail marker. So you guys are going to have to get us started. So let's talk, Denise. So when you're in the caves and you're in these mines, are you going in there and negotiating when you see something actually on site?
No, when I went to the cave was just to see how it works, more like nature gifting us with this beautiful, jewels, because it's all coming inside of the jewel. It was gel inside of.
like
this
the crystals.
Yeah, because I went to the amethyst mine.
Yeah.
And then you don't see crystals.
Yeah, you don't see
everywhere.
finished stones. So that she goes and you see the sources and you know where those.
Yeah.
And it's inspiring. It's all inspiring.
What's the sources look like without being polished and all that? Like,
Yes, it's more like it's raw, and then you're going to the cave. It's cold and dark, and they show all this. It's not like nothing finished. And then after you go to the mine, there is a part inside of this place that they can see you. You can see the process, how they cut, how they polish, and for example, if they use oil or not to make dark or burn, or it's
the treatment.
Wow.
Treatment of the stones. And
but she ends up negotiating more with the the finished product, which is in the same region.
Where did you learn how to negotiate? I mean, like, I know time tells you and gives you opportunities.
I think in Brazil they're born with it, Steve. But
well, the way we negotiate is this. This was more like for educational than a negotiation, because when after the final product is done, there is everybody gets a piece. So and also we go there to visit to get inspired, but we have our sources here in US where they really go straight and deal in Minas Gerais. That's where the most colorful stones comes from. Yeah. So there's the one I talked to the cutters there. They give the carrots, the price, and then when we there's no much like
Well, but she understands value because she's been there and she's researched that. And what happens is, like, just this very morning, she spoke to one of our guys that's from Brazil that we met because of that connection. And, he'll bring the finished product, cut stones, and she knows. Yeah. And they have an understanding.
Yeah. I got you.
Exactly. Composing these earrings, and then I don't know exactly what the size is going to be for the drop, the pear shape. And then the design is still here. So I have to contact him later to say, I want this link, and then whatever I decide, they're going to customize this cut for us, the size and the cut. So that's the cool part. I need you to start shopping for cars for me, because I go to my friends and buy my cars, and they give me a price, and I go, okay, I'm not. Gwen goes, why don't you ever negotiate? And I said, because I don't want anybody negotiating with me when I play live. I won't, you know what I mean? I get it. No, that's what I get. You got to pay me, and I love being paid, and I'm going well, I'll pay them, and if I pay them more and they're my friends, then shame on them. But no, I'm not shame on them. But seriously, I just don't think about it. So I wouldn't be good at this, is what I'm saying, Denise. I wouldn't be good on that side of it, because I couldn't make money, because I wouldn't know how to tell somebody, I'm just not that guy.
But here's what happens, though, is because they have that respect for her and her understanding of the value, you don't have to negotiate every deal. At some point, there's a trust level where they're taking care of you, and
I know.
You don't want to be to their last.
And the same for me. The same for me.
When I feel the gems are high, and I say, wait a minute, and can you make a better price? But in general, I feel I respect the value of the work, their labor, passion. Yeah. But if I feel this is a little too high, and then I ask them if they can make we call it special. Can you make a special price? Can you do something better for us?
Yeah.
In Brazil, you call salgado. This is a little salty. Yeah. This price is a little salty.
I need you to come. You got to come to Mississippi every time I need to do something. I can't. I'm good. I'm awful. All right. So how do you guys decide to go into work together?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a love story. Denise and I have been together for over 6 years. We were introduced by some mutual friends. She happens to be Brazilian, and the minute I saw her, I can't lie. I was in love with how gorgeous she is. And then I got to know her and I fell in love with that part of her too. But anyway, we were sitting at my place after we had been together for a short time, but we knew it was real. You know, this thing is a relationship is going somewhere. We were having dinner at my place. I was cooking. We were having a little wine. And, you know, my whole career has been mostly in diamonds and watches and things of this nature. And I was talking to Nisi about how beautiful the gemstones from Brazil are. I mean, these amazing colors of vibrant Brazilian lemon quartz and so on and so forth. I said, I've always wanted to design a line of jewelry that is around colored stones instead of just diamonds, right? Because I do a lot of engagement rings and diamond bracelets and diamond earrings. Who doesn't love that? But when I was talking about, she said, you know, I've been designing a lot of my own stuff for years, and I've always wanted to design a line too, and it was just simpatico. Just right now, we sat down and I drew out a piece that Denise described to me. I want to do this. I want to do that. I sketched it.
Well, do this, do that has more, if you like story, because this piece is what we design is tell a story about my childhood. So something come out in my mind because he said two keywords he said to me got my attention. One, he wants to do colorful stones. And I say, okay, Brazil is very rich and I have doing my own jewelry. Two, he say, I want to do some different design because I have been a jeweler over 40 years and there's so many beauty, but I want something different. And then when I had something blow, you know, like an angel was going by, I say, how about the picolé? Say picolé is that this is a popsicle stick that we have called picolé collection. And then I say, how about if you can do this part as a picolé design? And he liked it. He liked it very much. I said, wow. And then I start saying, how about this, how about that? And he started, you know, it's like a composition because we get connected so well. The design was in my mind. And yes, and then he was drawing, you know, like it was his hands to draw my design.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah. You guys may be on the same wavelength now because of the love. And do they all like make out too when you're? I just want to know. You make out while you're making great designs.
As long as I don't frustrate her.
We got to take a break. I'm leaving it on that for a second. We're with my pal, Jimmy the Jeweler, Chase, Denise Monte, creators of jewels from Ipanema. Incredible design work. I have seen it firsthand. I wear some of their stuff, and we're just beginning. Amazing, amazing talent. That's all I can say. Visit Mississippi.org. Loves talent, loves to celebrate in all necks and stretches of Mississippi. Please take a road trip that you hadn't seen, a different part of Mississippi you hadn't been into in a while. I can't wait to have Denise and Jimmy on Mississippi soil sometime soon. Happy New Year. We're in the new year. I'm Steve Azar. We'll be right back.
$20,000 available for first-time home buyers. Hey folks, Steve Azar here. Helping is the heart of our friends at Guarantee Bank. They offer programs like the Home Buyer Equity Leverage Partnership Grant that can assist qualified first-time home buyers with up to $20,000 towards down payment and provide home ownership counseling to empower you on your journey. These funds are first come, first served. Learn more about this program and to apply now, go to gbtonline.com. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Listen and watch all your favorite SuperTalk Mississippi shows live and on demand. Listen to tons of music. Plus, get the latest breaking news from across the state with the SuperTalk Mississippi app. The SuperTalk Mississippi app. Download the SuperTalk app on your iPhone or Android device now for free. Just search SuperTalk Mississippi in your app store on your mobile device to get everything Mississippi all in one place. The SuperTalk Mississippi app. Get it now.
I'm here standing over this little old town called America. On precious stone, dangling off heaven's shoulder, wide-eyed. And it's time to go down. 2, 1. I'm gonna fly on my own 2 feet from a cool mile high.
We got a short segment left, but two beautiful souls, Jimmy the Jewel of Chase, Denise Monty, are my guests today, creators of Jewels of Ipanema. I've got it down pat now. Ipanema. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Keep doing it, everybody. All right, anyway, visit Mississippi.org. You can say that as many times as you want. You'll never get tongue-tied. Check it out. Plan a road trip. Okay, so you guys decide you're going into business. What's been the challenge? Or has there been any challenges, especially when you were
at all?
Okay, great. No,
Easiest thing.
no, because you both have been in your own lanes for your whole lives, and now you've come together. And is this full time, both of you? Period. Now.
You know what? It's amazing. And first of all, I laughed and I say that the challenges. I mean, we get along so well, but Denise is strong. I'm strong, and we have to work through things because we're running a business together, and it's not just about the art. You have to actually do the rest of it. But I think we in certain challenges, it's more just together we've been.
Well, sometimes you have challenges like this. We have a due date, and then the piece is not delivered on time. Doesn't happen often, but create frustration. And usually he handles better because he's in the business more time dealing with this for more time than I. And then I get frustrated a little bit. And then sometimes design, the process, it's all the timing for me getting me frustrated. And then we do each other. And also we compromise, we talk. Communication is the key.
Sure.
It's not like every time we talk and go like flowing. Sometimes you have to revisit. But overall, we're in business for
almost since the beginning, baby.
Yeah.
So the thing is, Steve, she'll wake me up in the middle of the night. You talk about when that songwriter, when you have that inspiration and you have to wake up and write down what you're thinking.
Yeah.
She's that person where she's got to get up and hit, hey, Jimmy, it goes 2:00 in the morning. It's like, I've got this idea. And she's a great sketcher too. So now she doesn't wake me up as often, but we travel together, we explore together, we design together. I couldn't ask for anything more exciting because we're in this.
Has silver sort of taken a front seat back as far as maybe 20 years ago, Jimmy, or was it always around?
Well, it's always been around, for a lot of that rock and roll kind of motorcycle jewelry, some of the old estate pieces, but to be used in fine jewelry to the extent that it is now, that's a whole new thing. I mean,
yeah,
it's and here's a lot of it, and they've also come up with better alloys. So it used to be, how silver turns black.
Yeah.
If you wear it, it's patinas, and a little patina is great, but a completely patinaed piece. It's like that beautiful piece I see you wearing. It's sterling silver, and it's done in the finest silver with great alloy metals, and it doesn't turn black on you, right?
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
So that's helped a lot. But the other thing is just the sheer cost. And this is not why we do a piece like yours, because you're a rock star, well, you're a country rock star, whatever you want to say you are.
I'm a mutt, but I like being a mutt.
Okay, so that suits you. But in terms of a fine jewelry piece set with stones or diamonds, a lot of it has been dictated with the cost of the metals because gold has gone through the ceiling.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Yeah.
We have, in Tennessee, and we prefer 18 karat gold because it's better than the 14. It's more yellow. It's richer. It's a more European way to go. They would turn their nose up at it. The fine silvers for sure. But yeah, it's the prices are crazy. So what has happened in the industry, you'll notice, even, the Cartiers and the Tiffany's of the world, they're doing either very small, more petite gold pieces. The big gold pieces you don't see as often. It really comes down to they dictate the trend. The styles are dictated by the cost of the metal. So it's either thin and petite, and it's nice. It can be quality. But everybody's got to take down that gold content. But you can still do a lot of bold things in silver because even though silver has more than doubled in the last couple of years, it's still $60 an ounce compared to $4,200 an ounce.
How has this affected y'all's business? Seriously, with prices going up so high like this with gold and silver?
We adjust. We're just people are buying different items. They're still buying jewelry like crazy.
They're buying more silver.
You're buying a little bit more silver, or we even are doing pieces with silver and gold mixed.
Yeah. I can't thank y'all enough. I love you guys. Denise Monty, Jimmy the Jeweler Chase, incredible jewels from Ipanema. And you can go online, check them out. They are wonderful, wonderful people you'd love to do business with. Visit Mississippi.org. Plan a road trip. I can't wait to get Jimmy and Denise down on Mississippi soil to let them know how I feel every time I'm walking on it, every time my feet touch the ground. I'm Steve Azar. Thank you, guys. Blessings.
Love you, man. Thank you.
Love you, brother.
I'm Steve Azar. In a Mississippi Minute, all 60 of them, where you can take your sweet time.
A SuperTalk Mississippi Media production.